So that you guys are continuing on your journey to gather materials to repair Maggie's dream machine, which will allow you to delve into Lulu's memories to find out where Zariel's sword is. You went and spoke to Red Ruth, who was in the Infernal Rapture, and she said she would give you one of her heartstones if you were to meet her in her lair in the Bone Brambles. Takari also had a run-in with a mysterious woman who made her forget even interacting with her after the woman gave her a braid in her hair. The party decided to not deal with that any longer and just left. You are now heading over to the Tower of where the wizard Mordenkainen is said to be. Mordenkainen is a very powerful wizard who is known for making his own spells and now travels the cosmos, ensuring that good and evil stay in complete balance. You arrive at the Pool of the Damned, which is a runoff for the souls from the River Styx who get stuck. You met a barge ferryman who would allow you to travel to the Tower of which is on an island, if you paid 100 gold pieces each. But on your way to pay him, you were ambushed by some frog tadpole-looking men who were waiting in the pools. You dealt with them, you picked up their treasure, which was about 700 gold. And now you are traveling to the small island, which houses the Tower of
Did we just split the gold among us, I'm assuming?
So I posted in Discord the exact amount, which I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In 1 second.
I have it.
Okay.
It's 561.4 GP.
There's also platinum pieces.
So it makes it 782.4 GP with the platinum pieces. 782.4 gold pieces if you added with the platinum pieces. Thanks, Zero, for not making fun of me for not knowing how to do math.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
It's a lot of gold from 2 enemies, but there's not a whole lot of fighting to begin with, and you guys are getting kind of low on cash. So I thought I'd throw a large sum of money at you.
Sometimes you gotta just give a dog a bone, you know?
So if we're splitting that 5 ways, how much is that per character?
That is your amount that you get, 782 or whatever.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Resource. So the idea of these creatures which attacked you is they were making it hard for this ferryman to make his own money, because anytime someone would come in want to travel, they would just kill them, and the frog people would take all their money.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, any questions before we start?
Nope.
Okay, once again, you are on this boat, whatever you want to call it. And you're traversing this essentially a lake of lost souls. After a short while, an iron tower rises atop the island. No windows penetrate the tower's walls, and its only visible door opens onto a high balcony. Red lightning crackles constantly between two horns of metal on the tower's roof. Outside this tower is a sort of shanty town of infernal iron and colored cloth tarps. You finally arrive at the dock on the island and disembark. The ferryman says to you, "I'll be waiting in the pools. Only give me a call and I will return."
Nigel flicks a coin to him and says, "Okay, keep the engine running."
Jesus.
Well, technically there are engines in AVERNUS, so you'd be correct saying that. Though this boat doesn't have an engine, so.
So, what's directly in front of us, Jiro? Is this shantytown directly in front of us?
Yes. There's the shantytown and the tower. And you see a queue of creatures has formed outside the imposing tower. Directing their attention to the tower balcony are a dozen of the bug-like creatures you saw before in service of Gideon, along with 3 large green gargoyle-like creatures.
You said they're waiting in a line?
Yes, they are waiting in a line.
That says, looks like some kind of event. Maybe Mordekainen is going to make an appearance.
Hey, Duro, I sent you a whisper.
Oh, thanks. It didn't make a sound for me for some reason. Yes, I actually meant to mention that to you. Okay. It is still in effect.
Roger that.
Maybe we should ask around and see what's going on.
Just as you arrive, a corporeal head materializes on the tower balcony. The head is of a stern, bald man with a neatly trimmed black goatee beard and a penetrating stare. Immediately, the creatures that were waiting begin an all-out frenzy to move closer to the tower. One by one, the man gives instructions to the creatures, who then quickly set off to complete their assigned task. Now there are no creatures waiting.
Is the man still standing there that was assigning tasks?
Yes. Well, the head of the man, yes.
Oh. Belgara is going to approach this head and say, we are in search of Mordekainen. We have been told that he may possess something that we seek.
The man raises an eyebrow. It is not often that I see natives of the material plane here in Avernus, much less seeking my attention. What could you possibly need from me?
We need Philomena sand. That's me pretending like I know how to say that word.
Philocthosian sand is the rare commodity here in Avernus, something I am in short supply on. Ah, I see. It has something to do with your Holifant friend, doesn't it?
Yes. Do you know her?
You are playing a dangerous game interfering with Zaria's plans. Something that I do not take lightly.
I see. I think we know the gravity of the game we play. But it is for the good, and is for our world. You must understand.
Trifling with the balance of the blood war is something I refuse to stand for. Despite your best intentions, the souls of Elturel are incredibly important for the devils in their struggle against the forces of the abyss. What assurances can I receive in return that you will not unduly alter the standings in the blood war?
What's the blood war, Duro? I'm asking this out of character. Do I know what this is?
So the blood war is a eternal struggle between the demons and the devils. It once incorporated the angels as well, but they have stopped dealing with that. They just have the devils do it. So Avernus is the battleground of that blood war.
I do not wish to affect this blood war in any way. The only thing I seek is salvation for Elturel, and in turn salvation for my home, Baldur's Gate, which I fear is creeping towards the same fate as Elturel.
Maybe Baldur's Gate deserves to be in hell.
Belgara looks back to Aragoth with sad eyes. It's my home. How could you say such a thing? Baldur's Gate is all I've ever known. You wish that my home does not exist any longer?
I wish a better place exists.
There's always going to be good with bad. That's the entire world. That's the eternal struggle.
Yeah, there's no greater good here, only lesser evil.
She turns back to the head of Mordekainen and says, so, will you help us? Please.
What is your plan with this sand?
Oh my god, I'm a dickhead. I know we're fixing a machine.
The dream machine.
The dream machine. What are we supposed to do with the dream machine again?
Restore Lulu's memories.
Ah, yeah, okay. Alright. We are to fix the dream machine so that we may restore Lulu's memories, so that we will know how to undo what has been done. Thanks, Bones. You're the best.
I have my notes.
What you are suggesting is outright dangerous.
There are risks, but these are risks that we are all willing to take, and we understand that we may not all leave.
It will take me some time to understand the ramifications of what you suggest. I do in fact have such a thing in my possession. It is hard to come by, and I will not give it for much less than a true test of skill. Far to the northwest, it is an obelisk to the 8 schools of magic. A Yugoloth servant of mine tells me there's a wizard of lower status interfering with it. Deal with him, and by the time you return, I will have thought of the ramifications, and I will, at that point, most likely will have the sand handed over.
I see. We shall do what you ask for because we have no other choice. But may I ask you something before we leave?
What is it?
We have another quest, a similar area. We have to pass through the Bone Brambles to Red Ruth's home so that we may collect a heartstone for the Dream Machine. Do you know of the Bone Brambles? Of any way that we may gain success through them to reach her home?
The Bone Brambles are a dangerous place, though I have not myself traversed through them.
Very well. I appreciate your honesty, Mordekainen. And we will do our best to fulfill your task.
With that, Mordekainen's head disappears.
Belgara's I'm sorry, go ahead, Duro.
I've updated the map. You are to travel here to the obelisk of Ubelux.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I saw you added the Bone Brambles on there too. I appreciate that.
No problem. All right, what were you going to say?
Belgara is going to sigh and turn to the group. Well, where should we go first? We have the Bone Brambles, which are to the west of us, and And we have the obelisk, the northwest. I'm unsure of which is closer, but we have tasks in both.
Takari, she sort of moves forward towards Belgara and says, if we go down the Bone Brambles, we might be in the area of these springs that the other elves in AVERNUS are trying to uncover. Maybe we should head towards there first, and if we have time, we could stop there at these springs if we find them. It's very clear to Takari that it's really important to her.
Very well, Takari. We will go there first.
Takari nods a few times and looks back to the rest of the party.
Shall we?
Argos just shrugs.
Nacho gives a thumbs up.
Ruin's digging in the dirt.
Takari gives him a flower to keep him occupied.
He takes it and drops it back on the ground.
Takari kind of rears back at this and sort of shakes her head a little bit. Waits for everybody to start continuing down towards the Bone Brambles.
Belgara seems not quite herself right now, a little bit sadder than usual. But she still leads the way back down to the ferryman. Take the boat to shore.
Takari will take a few steps ahead and sort of link her arm in with Belgara's if she allows it.
She does. It kind of gives like a soft half smile down to her. I'm taller than you, right?
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
She kind of gives Belgara a little squeeze with that and walks with her, but she doesn't quite ask yet what is bothering her. Takari is a little too awkward for that one.
Nigel and Argos, are you joining them?
Yep.
Is Ruin still playing in the sand?
Yep.
My God.
The image in my head right now is fantastic. Except for the fucking throwing the flower in the dirt.
He didn't throw it in the dirt. He simply dropped it. He's just was not interested in it.
Oh. I'm concerned. But nevertheless.
Nigel is riding on Tiny's shoulders.
Little one.
Oh my God.
Little one.
The poor man. You can't even remember his name. Every time you say that, though, I picture Tiny from House of a Thousand Corpses. I feel like it's very fitting for him.
I think of Tiny Tim and I start thinking of the songs of
Oh,
Tiny
God.
Tim.
Get us on this boat.
Are you guys just gonna leave Ruin on the dirt by himself?
Takari will call back to Ruin and tell him to get up. She's a little upset with him right now.
Ruin makes no reaction to you whatsoever.
Is he
Belgara
following at
stops,
No, he's not. following.
Oh.
noticing
He's
now.
still sitting down on the dirt, seriously.
She realizes after Takari calls back to him that Ruin hasn't been following, and she stops and turns. And she kind of releases Takari's arm and walks back to Ruin. And instead of towering over him like an asshole, she like kneels down next to him and says, "There something on your mind, Ruin? Why have you stopped?"
He looks up at you blankly and then looks back down at the dirt. He's trying to dig a rock out.
Like some help?
He reacts not at all to that statement.
Belgara pulls a shovel from her pack. Like a small, collapsible one. And thrusts it deep into the sand and begins digging to help him remove the stone. Yeah,
Sure.
Explorer's pack!
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be able to pull it out shortly. And he'll pick it up and put it in a pocket and stand up.
Are you good?
He just looks at you blankly.
Can I look at Ruin's face to see if like he has the usual angst on him, or does he look out of whack?
He does not have any angst on his face whatsoever.
Something's wrong with Ruin.
Well,
At what point did his like countenance begin to change?
I don't know how close were you paying attention.
I mean, I feel like she would. I feel like she would keep tabs on everyone, being like the motherly figure that she is. She tries to be as observant as possible.
You may want to think back what happened at the end of last session.
is the goose still on Ruin's face?
It would not be on his face.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Interesting. Takari must walk over to Ruin and shake him as hard as she can.
He lets you.
Shouting, Ruin!
He just gives you a blank look and lets you shake him.
That says, does anyone know anything of medicine?
Ergoth yawns and he says that thing probably spit some river in his face or something.
I'm sure either me or Belgara could do a wisdom check on him, or a medicine check on him.
My medicine's not the best.
I can try a medicine check on him if that's okay, Duro.
Sure. You can see if you can see what ails him.
I feel like nope. Never mind. That was a bad roll.
You have no idea.
You have a inspiration as well.
Well, there you go. Aragith got it.
Ding.
So, Ergos, you have deduced that it is something to do with what that creature spat on him. It was only a small dose, and he's likely to revert back to his normal self relatively soon.
So I asked him, do you remember your name?
Blank look.
Alright. Tell us when you remember your name, and then he just gets up and continues walking.
Wait, is it a charm or is it a charm?
It's like a low dosage of the river on his
Oh.
that he was hit by.
You would get the impression that you're talking to someone who doesn't understand a word you're saying.
Okay.
This is a long shot, but would Ruin understand Infernal?
I'll try it.
All right, Takari in Infernal will say to Ruin, just, come on,
Blank look.
back.
Belgara looks at Takari and says, perhaps you should take his arm and lead him along with us so he doesn't get lost or left.
Takari nods in agreement. You're right. Let's go, Ruin, and she'll try and grab for his arm to tug him along.
Sure, he'll go along with you.
Okay.
If you direct him, he'll go along with you.
All right. Yeah, that's what Takari will do.
All right.
How tall is Ruin? Like, how much bigger is he than her?
He's like 6 foot.
Okay, he's not that much bigger.
For some reason in my head, he's like 7 foot, and I don't know why.
Same, and like the mental image of Takari, like
Yeah,
dragging
baby.
him along was really funny to me. But yeah, she'll drag him along back to the boat with the rest of the party.
Okay, everyone arrives at the dock. The ferryman is out on the water, but he is within range of you yelling at him, or you could wave to him, or whatever.
Belgara waves to the ferryman.
All right, with a wave of his hand, the sail begins to flow towards the dock, where it anchors, I guess, and allows you to board.
Nigel, as they're sailing away, if we get that far, wants to talk to this ferryman.
Sure.
If I guess I'll go ahead and do it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Tell me, good sir, what do you know of this Mordekainen from the Tower of Erm? It can't. This tower can't have been here that long.
I can't say I know much about Morikainen. I do know that he travels quite often with his tower, and you were lucky that the tower is here to begin with. It travels, disappearing from time to time. I am only here to help those cross. I do get a small portion from Morikainen for my service, but I normally just keep to myself.
Could you speculate on why he's traveling to Avernus and why he's leading a horde of devils to do his bidding?
From what I understand, he is a traveling man who has a very strong interest in the various doings of the forces in the cosmos. The fight between the demons and the devils is one of those things of his interest.
Thank you. That's all.
Oh, as for your question about his servants, Avernus is a very large place. He cannot be everywhere at once, so he employs these mercenaries to do various tasks for him.
Mercenaries, huh?
Yes, Yugalos. They are an interesting bunch. They work for whoever pays the most, and Mordenkainen happens to have quite a bit of cash.
Gonna have to remember that.
So the mercenaries, they're sent to kill others here in Avernus?
I wouldn't know about that. All I know is he employs these mercenaries to do various tasks for him. It could be involving murder or the various sorts. Okay, unless there's any more questions you want to ask the ferryman, whose name is Harbord, then we will arrive at the opposite dock. Okay, you disembark from the boat, and I guess you're on your way again.
Yes. I'm assuming Ruin's still the way that he is.
Yes, you will need to hold his hand for quite a while.
Takari's living her fantasy.
Also, he lost his memory.
Takari's just sweating profusely at this point.
Well, if he's gonna come to with anyone holding his arm, I feel like you're the best bet.
Yup.
No, Nigel would be the best bet.
Alright, well, yeah, Takari's just gonna keep leading him along.
To the Bone Brambles.
To the Bone Brambles.
I'm hearing the So Happy Together song as they prance along.
Hmm.
Like the flowers are falling out of his pocket.
I imagine, regardless of the state that Ruin is in, catatonic or not, there's not a lot of prancing going along.
Yeah, he's not
With him?
catatonic by any stretch.
Yeah, no, but
He
you know
just-
what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's just kind of shuffling along with you.
is he prancing?
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
not sure he knows how to do that.
No.
I feel like it's more like a mental ward shamble.
Yeah, definitely shamble.
Yep. That seems fair.
The hospital gown shuffle.
I was almost. I gotta DM you something.
All right, so the party sets off once again towards the Bone Brambles. Ruin, go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw for me. Okay.
Wow.
You are still affected by this stuff.
You're screwed.
Smart boy.
Stupider by the minute.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
While we're like heading that way, I'm gonna go ahead and cast armor on myself.
Okay.
Cause fuck forgetting it again. With double the amount of time.
Nice.
All right. So we need to do our travel.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Duties. Someone will need to be the navigator, of course, because Ruin is no shape to do that.
What skill check is that?
It was survival.
That is, survival check.
Takari can do it. She's got good survival skill.
All right, Bagara, you're doing a survival for foraging. Which
Yeah, I rolled it.
You found enough food for everyone for the journey?
Can I use my point of inspiration to re-roll that?
Of course. You don't want to get lost, do you?
God, please no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my
That's
God.
actually good enough for you not to get lost.
Okay, thank
That's second
God.
roll.
Right?
I have +5 to it. How does that happen?
Jesus.
Ergo, roll me a perception check, and Nigel, roll me a stealth check. All right. Ergoth, you don't notice any sort of strange or threatening things so far. And Nigel, well, you wouldn't know if something's following you, but if it was, it might find you.
Do I, as we travel back, do I get that point of inspiration back?
No, it is once per session.
Right. Okay, I understand now. All right. Suddenly, Takari starts getting kind of shifty eyes, and she's feeling very anxious. And it's looking and darting around pretty much everything or everywhere that they're walking. And she sort of keeps a tighter grip on Ruin, but she reaches out to tug on to Belgara's, almost a Telvara, Belgara's sleeve.
Belgara breathes in deep through her nose and looks to Takari and whispers that I feel it too.
Should we stop? Should we maybe find some cover?
Perhaps we should find cover?
I think we're being followed.
Does anyone have anything they could use to cipher that?
Yes. Sorry, one second. Takari's going to go ahead and use Spirit Totem. And it'll be the unicorn spirit. And she'll keep it within the range of the group. And she'd like to go ahead and detect for creatures. I don't know necessarily what I could use to check for that.
That would be a perception check to see if anything, if you notice any sort of hidden creatures.
And I get advantage on that with the Spirit Totem?
Yes. So you all notice there's a nearby rock formation you can hide behind.
Yeah, Ergoth is trying to crouch down and get to it.
Takari is going to, so she'll go ahead and cast the unicorn spirit, and an ethereal looking unicorn juts out.
Ooh, is that your Patronus?
Yeah. And she can move it as she's moving it, correct, Duro? Like if she's moving to find cover, can she move the unicorn with her?
Yes, that's a bonus action. You can move it.
Yes. Takari's going to go ahead and lead Ruin and towards that rock formation and take cover. And as she does that, she moves the unicorn with her. And I'm going to go ahead and check for creatures. And I get advantage on it. No, I can just do a normal perception roll, I think.
You get a advantage on checks to detect creatures.
Okay.
Oh, if it's in the spirit's aura.
Shit.
So if something was to come inside the aura, then you would be able to detect it.
And that aura is 60 feet. Or no, it's a 30-foot
30 feet.
radius. Okay, instead of moving it with her, she's going to leave it where it is and go ahead and check for creatures. Fuck.
Ergoth is readying his bow. He wants to check and see if he can spot anything. Can I roll as well?
Yes. Ergoth views around himself in search of whatever it could be that is emitting this evil aura, but Ergoth does not find anything.
I'm gonna cast protection from good, evil, and good on myself.
I'm assuming I don't make that check.
No, you do not. You also look around, but do not find whatever it is that's causing this aura.
Takari, did you see any like smaller, like maybe like I don't know, infernal little creatures like a demon mouse or something? I don't know.
Ari shakes her head. And she looks back at the rest of the group and says, I can go out. I'm willing to go out and see if I can learn anything away from you all.
What do we see, like, immediately around us?
You see emptiness across the deserts of Avernus. Not another soul in sight.
Ergoth is gonna shout, "Come on out!"
Takari looks at Aragoth and says, I'll go out. I don't want to lead anything here. I speak both infernal and abyssal.
Ergoth hears you, but he looks past you.
She'll look over at Belgara. And she'll say, what do you think?
I'm at a loss. I see nothing.
Takari nods a few times and she unshoulders her bow and knocks an arrow. And she'll step out like a good 60 feet, well, a good 40 feet away. And she'll shout out in Infernal, I'm here. Where are you?
A puff of windy sand crosses Takari's face, but whatever is causing this is refusing to reveal itself.
She'll shout out again. Didn't you know it's me? The one who's been knocking your comrades down? Come on, where are you? And this is all an Infernal.
Takari only hears the sounds of the wind.
She knits her brow together and kind of gives a sigh. And can I check for tracks?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a survival. I think that's what text traps. Yeah, survival.
Wow, my rolls are shit tonight.
The only tracks you see are of yourselves.
I'm gonna take a look around too for tracks.
Same response. The only tracks you see are your own tracks.
Ergoth just says, "Let's keep moving. I'll keep an eye behind us."
Belgara stands and nods. I agree. We should press on.
So I'm basically gonna walk backwards with my bow the entire time.
Takari will return to the rest of the group to retrieve Ruin, but her eyes are up above her to the sky.
Ruin is not overcome by this presence. He is actually probably enjoying it, but Belgara, Takari, Nigel, and Ergoth, you feel this darkness bearing heavily in your minds as you continue your journey. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
All four of you, except for Ruin.
What if I grab my sickle of outsider slaying?
Let me see what I gave you. 1 second. This, let me think.
I also
Sure.
have protection from evil and good, so I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Right. Well, it's not a charm that you're going to be dealing with or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yes, Nigel, that would work for you.
Oh my.
Or will it?
Oh, buddy.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Takari and Nigel. Actually, I'll say what happens to the people who save. You are able to overcome this evil presence without suffering any psychological damage. For Takari and Nigel, this force has taken its toll on you mentally as you continue your journey. You take 4 damage, psychic damage, and as a note, this is not healed from you on a short or long rest. And you will need to pray at a good aligned god's relic or have it cured with a greater restoration spell.
Ruin, I need you to get it together.
Looks at you blankly.
Oof.
It's just 4 damage, but it could hurt. No one suggested doing an Arcana check, so I will have Belgara roll an Arcana check for you to determine what is happening.
Is the little one still with us?
Yeah, he is, actually. But Belgara, you think hard on what this could be, and you deduce that it is likely Avernus itself exuding this presence. It may be associated with an indomitable force entering Avernus, or possibly a contract with a powerful being that was just written. All right, you continue on your journey towards the Bone Brambles. After
I have a question real quick,
Yes,
Duro.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. So knowing this knowledge, if this happens in the future, would that give me an advantage on saves from it? Because I
sure,
kind
why
of
not?
understand the working of Avernus to some degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this has not ended. The effect everyone is still being affected by it, but some people are being affected by it less than others. But if you do make further checks on it, then yeah, you should have advantage.
If I relay what's happening to the party, would that extend to them as well?
Why not? I'm a very gracious DM.
You're incredibly gracious.
Absolutely. Very patient, very kind, very generous. We love you a lot, Duro.
So I stopped the party and I look to everybody. I like turn and look to everybody and I say, this dread that you're feeling, I feel it. We all feel it. Then she looks to Ruin and she says, well, perhaps not all of us, but the majority of us do. It is Avernus itself. There is no looming monster, my companion. It is just this place and the horrible things that happen within it. Perhaps a contract has been signed, or some other abominable creature has entered this world in a far-off place. Who's to say? But rest assured, it is only the workings and the way of Avernus. Please, do not allow this to weigh too heavy on our already fragile minds. We need to keep our wits about us. We need to grow strength from each other. Let's go, friends.
Takari, she nods a few times and continues on while still leading Ruin, and she gives a heavy sigh over this and says, "This plagues my thoughts even further knowing this information, but okay."
Just for your generosity, I RP'd actually telling everyone for you, Duro.
Thanks. After I told you, I was thinking about having whispered it to you, but
It worked out.
yep. All right. Does anyone else want to comment anything on that?
Nope. Takari's,
Argolf comments by grabbing his sickle and equipping his shield and walking on.
All right. So, sometime after your journey, after you start feeling these evil presences, you notice a strange sight in the distance. From where you are, it appears as a large red mound. As you approach closer, however, the details of what it is becomes clear. A serious, disgusting cyst the size of a large hill rises up from a stinking swamp of blood. The bottom half of this mound is a reddish-brown color and has crusted over like a scab. The upper portion, however, is a deep red and is exerting deep red blood like an opened wound.
Belgara lifts the sleeve of her robe and covers her nose and mouth and, like, attempts to not gag at the scent and the sight of this atrocity.
Looks like antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea.
Gross.
Gross.
Dura, this is a long shot, but is this anything that would be familiar to Takari at all?
I don't suppose Takari is familiar with large cysts of this size.
Okay, didn't think so. Just curious.
Just spitballing.
Yeah. I feel like this is something that Takari should investigate, but she doesn't necessarily want to investigate, but she's going to investigate it anyway. She'll let go of Ruin for the time being and kind of head towards it.
You head towards it, and before you can actually step near it, there is a large swamp of blood in between you and the cyst.
Gross. I'm getting distinct memories of AMP wet labs. And is there any movement around it?
Not of creatures, but you do see that it itself is pulsating.
Would you say it's undulating?
Yeah, undulating. You know better
Gross.
than me. But yes.
Gross. trying to think what I can do to it. I kind of want to pop it just for fun.
Because you're a girl and that's just like natural.
Oh, yes, the good stuff. You know it.
Belgara looks to Little One and asks him, have you ever came across something so foul as this in your studies, Little One?
This thing, it is of nightmares. I cannot say I've ever read anything of the sort of this.
Takari looks back at Belgara and asks, can I shoot it with a bow? Can I shoot it with an arrow, please?
Belgara looks disturbed by the very thought of this, and says, perhaps we shouldn't disturb this? Perhaps we should move around it?
Takari looks a little bit defeated in this, but she nods and returns back to Ruin to continue walking along with the party.
Very well, there's no longer walking backwards after the speech Belgara gave.
Okay, so no one decides to investigate it any further.
Oh, God.
Dr. Oba says leave it alone.
Takari wants to know about it so bad. She's too curious.
I mean, make your decision.
She's not gonna go up to it any further, as close as she can. I'm trying to think of how I can investigate it. Is blood toxic or is it just blood?
Depends on the blood.
It appears just to be blood, but you can't really tell without investigating further.
Can I crouch down and try an Arcana check to see if I can tell if it's any toxic blood?
I think a better solution in your case, since you're not proficient in Arcana, you could do a perception check.
Okay, I'm willing to do that. Wow!
All right, well, you do definitely smell the strong aroma of iron permeating from this pool. So it is most definitely blood.
Now this pool of blood is just surrounding this thing. I'm assuming kind of like a moat situation.
Yeah, essentially.
Can I jump
moat.
You want to jump into it?
I don't want to jump into the blood. I want to jump in a way that I can investigate this cyst.
You want to jump onto the cyst?
Yeah, kinda.
It is very large. You likely so you won't be able to jump onto it. It's about, I would say, maybe 400 feet tall.
Yes. Well, she's
If you pop that, we're all gonna get.
She's not that dexterous.
If you pop that, we're all gonna get caught in the sludge. Ergo sees you like messing with the cyst, and he just like starts walking faster, as far away as possible.
Nudge does the same.
Take a dash action.
She's just infatuated with this thing. And she almost wants to believe to herself that this is one of the springs that elf was talking to her about. Maybe just underneath the cyst. But she's not sure.
That is a good thought.
Is there any way that how can I go about figuring that out?
So you would need to actually cut away from the fleshy bit outside. You'd have to climb on top of it because the lower bit has crusted over and it is unlikely that you'd be able to cut through that. So you need to climb up to the top, which is bleeding.
God damn it.
Bleeding bit.
You might as well just yell moist a whole bunch of times while you're at it.
Right. Fuck it. Fuck it. She's doing it. She's gonna she'll wade through the gross moat and climb on the cyst. She's just gonna do it.
Is Ruin with you? Did you leave him on the shore?
I'm leaving him on the shore. I'm leaving him behind. He can stand there for the time being, but that's what Takari's doing. She's done grosser things, I'm sure. I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like this is how I go.
Yeah, Belgara just pulls out her water skin that is filled with wine and just like takes a good drink of it.
All right, give me a climb.
What am I? Acrobatics?
Athletics, sorry.
Athletics. Got it. Going for it. Wow!
Goodbye.
Buddy.
Crap.
Nice!
And then Takari drowned in the blood moat and we never saw her again.
Can I have her try again? Like, she's determined.
You fall from the bloody cyst
God damn it.
into the bloody moat, and you are submerged about 2 feet under the blood there.
Don't open your eyes.
That's how you get it.
I have a crazy question to ask you, Dura, and I'm gonna try and spin this in my favor, hopefully. Can I swim under the cyst?
No, you cannot
Damn
swim
it.
under it. It is coming from the ground.
Alright, she's gonna try and swim back to shore.
Well, you don't have to swim, you can just stand up. It's
Oh,
only
right,
2
it's one of
feet.
those situations. I'm drowning, just stand up. Can I try climbing it again? Can I try it one more time to climb it? It's either that or she's gonna shoot it with her bow.
It was too. There wasn't enough grip for you to continue upwards, so you would have to use some sort of instrument to climb it further.
Ergoth is becoming slowly becoming a speck on the horizon.
You're just moving on without the rest of the party. Can I? Yeah, can I shoot it with my bow?
Yes, you can shoot it.
I'm shooting it. Fuck it.
Jesus.
Takari unleashes an arrow at the soft, scabby part. And you puncture the wound, and a stream of blood pours from it.
Does it pop?
No.
Takari's like getting extremely agitated with this thing. It is kind of running out of ideas as to what she can do, because she is convinced that this is where the spring is, because this is where the elf Fort Knucklebone pretty much described it to be.
Belgara just lets out a sigh, and she's at this point, she's at least I would say she's at least 100 feet away with her little wine pouch, and she's just watching, and she's becoming frustrated watching Takari struggle with it, and she just releases a firebolt at it.
Nice.
Belgar unleashes her firebolt, and it hits the fleshy bit, and it singes the flesh, and it I guess cauterizes part of it. But it does not erupt or anything like that.
Ah! Now I'm invested.
Right?
God
Right?
damn it!
This is making Takari crazy. She's like visibly like just very upset, very frustrated. And she looks at Belgara and says, I don't know what else to do. She shouts it at her.
Belgara now is invested, and she's now pretty annoyed, and she's like she's stomping up towards the massive cyst, and she yells at Takari to back away from it.
All right,
as
Takari
she's
will,
stomping forward.
She doesn't need to hear a second thought for that one. She just immediately gets out of the blood moat and backs away a good distance.
And as she's stomping forward, she pulls a small piece of stone from her pouch and holds it above her head and says, "Burst already, you bastard! Jesus!" And she casts Shatter on it. And if that doesn't break the damn thing, I don't know what will.
I could always use spike growth, but I don't know if that's going to be as good.
Ruin's going to start walking over that way.
Is he still ruiny? Or not ruiny? The anti-ruin?
Yep.
He is the anti-ruin.
Puppy ruin.
I'm assuming Takari's just covered in blood at this point. And she'll like hold her hands up for Ruin to stop. She doesn't really know what he's doing.
Takari just stood up in that blood thing, didn't she? In the blood moat?
Yeah, blood moat.
Ruin's just going to walk right through it up to the thing and start stabbing it with his trident.
Wait a minute, does my Shatter do anything to it?
Yeah,
Okay. Everyone started talking, and I couldn't say what happened.
Sorry.
So, the shatter hits the cyst, which causes an even bigger wound to materialize. From this wound is seemingly an endless flow of blood, but whatever this is, it is not budging.
Takari shouts at Ruin, "Stab it!"
Ruin ignores you and stabs it.
I love it.
Where's Nigel?
Far away from this.
Did you follow me out of here? Or out of there?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Ruin, you thrust your trident at this, but the hard crust that has been created on the lower part of it is impenetrable.
Roger that.
This is making me crazy. Can I cast Thunder Wave on it?
We're all gonna die because everybody wasted their spells on a bloody cyst.
I mean, you could continue to throw your spells at it.
Am I wrong for thinking that this is it? That this is the spring and... No, she's gonna... Can I try and shoot the top of it, that, like... the part that it's oozing, and see if that does anything? Because at this point, Takari's like looking at Belgara and Ruin, and she's seeming very defeated.
Well, I can't throw fire bolts at it because it's just going to cauterize it. Didn't think about that. And Belgara is unwilling to sacrifice any further spell slots to it because she thought that the shatter would do her in.
Belgara, do you have any rope on you?
Yes.
Darrow, can I attach rope to an arrow and use that to climb up it?
If you wish.
Yes, I'm going to shoot it with my arrow, and I'm going to tie well, I'll wait for Belgara to hand me over the rope, and then once she does, I'll tie it to an arrow.
Yeah, Belgara tosses you over her rope.
I'll take it.
Okay, so you shoot your arrow towards the top of this thing. And now you can climb with... let me see what climbing with a rope actually does. Okay, so let's see. All right, so you would be able to climb it now. Before it was too slippery, but with the rope you have more leverage.
Do you want me to make another athletics check?
Yes.
Can I roll? I can't roll it with advantage, can I? Since I have the rope.
No, I'm giving you a second try.
Okay, listen.
That is your advantage.
That's fine.
Ergoth is going to ask Nigel if he wants to play dice while that's going on way over there.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Takari, you're able to climb up this mound of flesh.
Nice. So at the very top of it is it like scabbed over with the blood coming out?
There is not a scab on top, no.
All right, okay, sorry. If I look down into it, can I see anything?
It is too thick to see through it. It's like a muscle.
Can I cut into it with my dagger?
Yeah, if you want to cut it, sure.
Yeah. I feel like that's a bad idea, but...
You cut through it, but it does not appear... Well, so there's no blood coming out of that hole. But you do not see any sort of... you do not see what could be if there is something underneath it. It is far too thick where you are standing.
Do I see any like weak points into it?
No.
Damn it. Takari gives up. She's gonna climb back down. And she's pretty upset about it.
Belgara is holding her hand out expectantly for her rope.
You have the rope back.
Thank you, Takari.
It is. There's a lot of blood on it, though.
Fine.
So you may have to come back when you may find out some other way to get past the fleshy bit. If there is something underneath it, who knows?
Who
I'm not
knows?
saying there is.
Of course not.
Takari just like kind of she covered in blood. She just like slumped over some and just kind of like marches along.
Okay. The three of you catch up with Ergoth and Nigel.
You smell heinous.
All right. You continue on your journey. I will have Ruin roll again. Your intelligence save.
You got this.
You don't got this.
That foreboding evil presence that you all feel, I need you to roll another wisdom save as it is still looming in your minds. You can roll with advantage.
Ergoth basically has state-based action fear against Takari at this point.
Takari's just too sad. She's really sad right now.
Hey, Duro, I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll my int saving throw.
Okay, that'd be a good time to use it.
It was pretty fun playing along with that, but I think enough's enough.
All right,
Wow.
Ruin, you are saved.
Wow. That roll.
Smart boy.
So you're normal again?
Yes.
Could have used you back there, friend.
I was stabbing crazy.
Can you tidal wave Takari so I don't have to smell her anymore?
Takari's burst into tears. She's just so sad right now.
Ruin just gives you a look like what you said he didn't want to understand, even though he can now.
Nigel, you take 3 psychic damage from the foreboding presence.
This sucks.
Might be a wise guy, but you're not a wise guy, my friend.
How can we... I seem to be taking quite a hit from this, whatever this presence is. Does anyone know how to recover from this?
You'll need to pray at a good aligned deity's... What was it?
Relic or temple or whatever.
Relic or temple. Or someone will have to hit you with a greater restoration.
Greater restoration is beyond my ability at this point.
And there ain't gonna be no good aligned temple here.
I'm afraid not.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna assume that and feel confident in that assumption.
Belgar, do you know how often these psychic waves will hit?
I'm unsure.
Lovely.
For Perhaps when we get to the center of the Bone Brambles, we can ask Red Ruth if she knows of any places you may pray to.
Okay.
Be worried about praying to a devil or demon, because you might end up trading your soul.
No, that's not exactly worth it.
Nah.
After some 20 hours along the deserts of Avernus, you see an odd sight in the distance. A forest. Large trees, maybe 80 feet tall, in a reasonably thick cluster. The edge of the forest spans some 150 feet. It sways gently in a breeze that doesn't seem to match the blowing winds of Avernus.
Takari kind of perks up a little bit at the sight of the forest. She'll say to Belgar, I think that's the Bone Bramble.
I think you are correct.
So Red Ruth said the Bone Bramble was I forget what I told you. I will look it up. But it's not this. It is not an actual forest.
Takari does not say that.
We're dummies.
Yes, the Bone Brambles are actually like thorny, dead trees.
Oh, yeah, like a bramble, obviously.
Yeah, like a bramble. But these are very luscious and green trees.
Takari retcon that. Takari will look at Belgara and say, it's a sore sight to see a forest. But I'm wary it being here.
Aragoth immediately doesn't trust it. It's how it plays. It's probably an illusion.
Seems too good to be true, yes. Agree.
Roll investigation, you two? Or I guess everyone, now that you said it out loud.
16.
Still gonna assume that it's fake.
Ruin and Nigel, roll investigation. Okay. You all notice that it is not a real forest. You still see the forest, but on closer inspection, you can actually view through the image.
An illusion.
Does anybody have Dispel Magic?
Though through the illusion, you do see a yellow tent.
Interesting.
It is not part of the illusion.
No need to dispel something you can see through, I think.
How far away is the tent?
It is about 40 feet within this 150-foot illusion.
Aragoth is gonna just yell ahoy as loud as he can. See if they come out of the tent.
You don't get a so are you entering this illusion, or are you just yelling?
No, I'm standing outside of it. I immediately didn't trust a luscious forest in the middle of hell, so I'm like outside of it. I just shouted out up beyond the tree line, the fake tree line, to see if anybody came out of the tent.
Is everybody going towards this tent?
Ergoth is yelling to it at the moment.
Oh.
So, from the tent emerges a individual, but he does not seem to have exited the tent from your yelling. He is sitting around a what appears to be a fake fire.
They're off points. There's a guy.
Is he a race that we recognize?
You are too far to tell at this distance.
Is there anywhere for Takari to like stealth around towards him?
No, technically you'd be out in the open.
Is there any reason for us to disturb this man?
That's a good question.
Or should we be on our way?
I like that suggestion.
I should also note outside this tent is a large two-wheeled infernal vehicle.
Motorcycle?
Yes, you have seen these. They were being ridden by the Bullywug riders outside of Fort Knucklebone.
Ghost Rider? Takari looks at Belgara and says, should we approach?
I don't see why not.
And she'll glance back at Ruin and Nigel and Aragoth. I'm assuming Aragoth is against approaching.
It's 5 against 1.
I'll keep my bow trained on him.
We're not going to find the answers you guys are looking for if we don't speak.
True. Belgara presses forward towards the man.
Kari follows along.
Ruin as well.
Nigel will follow.
Yeah, and Nergoth has just got a not a bow. Or not an arrow. You said he's 40 feet away from the tent, right?
He is 40 feet within the
Within
forest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just stand guard here, you know. Guys are going inside something, I'll check I'll keep the outside checked, you know.
Sounds
Trying
good.
to play off not wanting to go inside.
Alright, so you 4 enter. And you see this individual. He is green-skinned with wild, brassy hair, wearing an outfit and armor of green leaves and leather. He doesn't seem to be hiding his nature in the least bit or trying to hide from you.
Is he handsome?
You said he's sitting at a fire.
Yes, but is also part of the illusion. He is whistling a happy tune, waving both his hands in front of him as if he is conducting an invisible orchestra.
Why do I feel like I'm getting like strong Tom Bombadilla vibes from this dude?
That's good.
Where
Like
do
it.
all the little animals come out and start hanging out with him? There a bird's nest in his beard or something?
There is not. Actually, I will show you a picture of him right now. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh.
What a guy.
He looks mischievous.
He does.
Seeing you, the whistling stops, and a very wide grin slowly creeps across his face as he stares at you through the flames.
Now I'm getting Green Man vibes, and this is sketching me out.
His eyes arching high across his brow. He waves at all of you, happily, a smile growing even broader. Ah, guests! How delightful! Please, please, have a seat at my fire.
Takari, she perks up again. While he's unfamiliar to her, his garb is reminiscent of her life before adventuring, and she skips on forward to sit at this fire.
Belgara regards him in mild suspicion, though she also takes a seat.
Ruin and Nigel, what is your actions?
Just gonna keep watch. Just watch.
Okay, you were not sitting at the fire. Nigel, what are you doing?
Nigel's poking around the tent, not sitting down. He's going to investigate the various things around the tent.
Okay, so with his vehicle, you do see that it is not a standard vehicle. It is looks to be upgraded. It has elements of shining brass bolted over the unusually dark iron, infernal iron, to be exact. But it doesn't appear he has much on him. After poking around his stuff, looks like he's a traveler of some sort.
Nigel says, "That's a nice bike you have there."
Ah, thank you. It's a gift from my brother, actually.
Who's your brother? What does he do?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh! Takari will lean forward and ask, "Who are you?"
They call me Smiler, though I don't know who they are. Isn't it odd how you can get a name that isn't your name and everyone uses it, but no one came up with it?
And what are you doing here?
Well, I will say that I positively live for adventure. I came here to hell to find some, and wouldn't you know it, it was there for the finding. My fellows and I came with in one way or the other, and yada yada yada, I ended up as a warlord.
Oh, a warlord?
Yes, my name is a bit longer than just Smiler, you see. I think hell is positively running out of smiles. When was the last time you saw someone smiling because they just were happy?
Seen them smiling because of Rabid.
Nigel looks over to Ruin.
Exactly. So I thought to myself, what does hell need more of? Exactly. Dead devils. So I set out upon my journey to kill devils, because the way I see it, the less devils there are, the higher percentage of things smiling in hell.
Guy.
Takari's just wide-eyed at him and is like leaning forward to give him her full undivided attention. Very curious of him.
I must say, it is so wonderful seeing things that aren't devils. You aren't devils, are you?
Takari shakes her head. No, I'm an elf. I'm a wood elf.
Excellent. A devil would never admit to being such a thing. Unless it knew I knew it wouldn't do that, and it did, so I wouldn't think it was a devil. But I know your tricks, you devils. He stands up at this and draws his sword. How about you?
Nigel says, you should cast a greater restoration spell on me just to prove that I'm not a devil, because that would obviously cause me great harm.
He waits a moment, then sheathes his sword. A devil clever enough to try to trick me would know it's been caught with such an accusation and flee immediately. Unless... No. I'm sure you're fine.
Nigel snaps his fingers.
Takari will she'll reach out and offer him a flower using druidcraft, as if to just further solidify that they are not in fact devils.
Ah, a flower. I thank you. There are not many of these in Avernus. It reminds me of my home.
Which is...
It's basically like this place, but there are less trees and more grass, and the river is several twilights away. It has a house, my house, and a few others. Have you been?
Takari shrugs a little bit and says, I've been around. I've traveled many distances, but what you describe is somewhat vague, and I've seen many of those types of places. Is that why you created this forest here? I'm assuming you created it?
Yes, it reminds me of my home.
Takari nods a few times and gives a smile and says, it reminds me of mine as well.
Smiler looks around at you all in content, and then he narrows his eyes at Belgara. Wait a second. Let me guess. You're Belgara, right?
How do you know my name?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, in fact.
Well, then I shall tell you. I was there, wandering the deserts of Avernus, when I saw a chair just sitting there on the ground. And upon this chair sat a person who looked very familiar. To my delight, the person sitting on the chair was me. For you see, I was looking into a mirror. When I looked away from the mirror, I was all of a sudden in Maggie's camp. She was trying to tell me to pay attention while she talked, because she was saying I shouldn't kill all of you if I happened upon you. Pretty spooky story, huh?
Very interesting. That was kind of Maggie to try and spare us. Do you know where we go now?
I can't say. Maggie never mentioned that.
We are on our way to the Bone Brambles. We seek the home of Red Ruth.
The Bone Brambles.
You know of them?
I've heard of them. Can't say I've ever been in them. They're a little bit spooky for me.
But you seek adventure and to bring smile. Wouldn't you like to bring these things to the Bone Brambles?
At this point, he waves his hand and the trees behind him vanish, revealing the pitted and wind-torn rock of Avernus. You solidify the feeling now that there's an illusion, if you didn't know us already. There are 3 tridents stuck into the ground, and you see impaled upon them 3 bearded devils. Each one of them has had their jaws cracked open and cheeks gruesomely cut into hideous grins. You see, this is where I get my smiles. From killing devils, of course.
You don't think there will be any devils in the Bone Brambles?
Can't say I've heard of devils going into the Bone Brambles.
Well, you never know until you've been there, right?
He ponders for this a moment. Unfortunately, I cannot go there. You see, I've had a rough in with Red Roots, unfortunately. But I do have a proposal for you.
What is this?
Not too long ago, a band of 3 warlords banded together against me. Unheard of. Destroyed my happy-go-lucky fun makers. That were my followers, to be exact. How about you join me instead? How about you become a smiler as well?
I'm afraid we haven't the time for such things.
Kari's putting things together in her head.
Well, I guess the 2 of us cannot come to a decision on what makes us happy, what makes us smile.
Perhaps if you helped us with our quest through the Bone Brambles, we will deeply consider your offer.
The offer to become a full-blooded defiler?
Yes.
The warlords would be after us again.
But only if you help us will we consider this.
I will have to think on it.
I am afraid there's not much time for thinking. We must be going now. And she begins to stand and dust the dirt from her robe as she does so. Come on, everybody. He doesn't want anything to do with us, and that's fine. We shall go about our way.
Yes, I'm going to sleep. Just scream if you're dying.
Oh my god!
Nighty-night.
Takari stands slowly and gives a once over him for a moment, and then decides to follow Belgara.
Belgara motions off in the distance to Aragoth to come along, that we're leaving.
Yeah, he heads over.
Ruin follows him out, muttering to himself, smiling. Phew.
She pats her wand of smiling a few times.
Oh, your wand.
Yes, in case I really need Ruin to smile.
Why did you not try to strike a deal with him with that wand, Takari?
Because Takari believes that this might be the warlord that the other warlords want us to kill.
Yeah, but that's fine. If you listen to the conditions and terms of what I was offering him, it was actually nothing. I was offering him nothing.
It's obvious
Takari
to
wants to keep that wand to herself for the time being.
Yeah, that guy definitely. I think I was thinking the same thing. Like, that's the guy that the other people were warring with. I don't care about any of them.
Takari just also remember that she has the wand of smiling.
Details.
I was looking through every note about the warlords, except for I didn't look at the notes about the items that I bought. So, you know, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
As the kids say.
Is that what the cool kids say?
Yeah.
The party finally arrives at their destination, at the Bone Brambles. A maze of warped trees and bone-like vines stretches before you. Calcified corpses merged with the trees, covered in fungal pods that feed on the blood oozing through the undergrowth. Here and there are narrow paths wend deeper into the wood. Impassable brambles choke the woodland outside these trails and even grow overhead to blot out the sky. A thick white fog looms over the brambles, making visibility only 20 feet. There are 5 paths for you to travel through. I want everyone to roll a survival check. This is a group survival check, so it's all. If most of you succeed, then all of you succeed.
Wow, that was a bad roll. I'm rolling like shit today. I wish I could have dice jail.
Okay, so with your successful survival check, I will eliminate one of the wrong paths for you to travel through. And now I need you to pick a number between 1 and 4. This will be the numbered path that you travel through.
All you, Belgara. We trust you.
I'll say 3.
It is. Okay. Let me adjust. Oh, let me show you the picture of the Bone Brambles that they have.
Oh, that's cool looking.
That is really cool.
Nice.
Everyone wonders what rental property would cost there.
I also hate to interrupt, but Is anybody else dying to go look at the fucking moon right now?
Yeah, well, no.
Like, people have been coming in my chat and saying things about it, and I am just over here, like, just
It's the blood
slowly.
moon tonight, isn't it?
It's an eclipse. It's a fucking, like, a full true lunar eclipse tonight that, like, everyone, like, 2.5 billion people in the world can fucking see this thing tonight. And a blood moon on top of that.
There was one recently, really early in the morning. I got to see it on my walk to work. It was
no, Lomas, it's happening on the East Coast right now.
Like really low on the horizon too.
Happening on the East Coast right now. It peaks at like 11:30.
My need for an eclipse show for a couple of years. I want to see the new total eclipse. It's going to be in, I think, like 2028 or something.
Total eclipse of the heart?
No.
I feel like I need to go put a jar of water outside and get some moon water out of this.
Witch!
No.
Okay. I have not seen the eclipse because I am DMing.
God damn
I think
it.
it's raining over here anyway, so.
Okay.
Oh,
I was scared.
He's so black! There we are.
I probably made it too dark.
I can see.
Go down in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. So once again, your vision is limited by the heavy fog, which is permeating this Bone Brambles.
Yeah, Aragoth immediately switches to his shield and sickle of outsider slaying.
Oh wait.
All right, you can travel through. I suggest you use your arrow keys to move around. Just click on your little character.
Pass without trace, perhaps, on everybody? Everybody cool with that? Want a stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
Takari will say, I can take the lead.
Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and roll your stealth. So this is sort of a maze. So you need to find the center of the maze. There are dead ends, of course. So
That's a 14 for ruin, right?
yes, add 10 to your rolls.
Pretty good. Thankfully for you.
You can leave Nigel there and just move around with Takari. I'll just move him.
Oh,
when
Reginald.
something happened. Yeah, sorry. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know.
Because the G.
Because Nigel looks very crab-like. At least he's small like one.
Crab people.
Exactly.
Okay, you've come to a T in the road. Which side do you want to take?
Takari's first instinct for some reason is to go left, but she is willing to hear whatever.
Same.
Okay.
Anybody else?
What if, since Takari and Nigel, you guys' stealth is ridiculous right now, we do like a split and scout? What do you think?
This is a maze. We will lose each other.
Agreed.
Alright.
Plus, how will we contact the other?
I mean, we wouldn't go too far from each other just to see what's ahead, but that's just my suggestion.
I think Belgar is right. I think we have to stick together on this one.
No party splitting in the maze. That's terrifying.
Which way do you want to go? Left or right?
I'm going left.
I'm following Takari.
Okay, go ahead and go left.
Sorry, I don't mean to be zipping.
It's all right. You can use arrow keys if you want to move at a more uniform speed, but
I am, but I'm a zippy girl.
all right. You have once again come to a T in the road.
May's logic tells me to go right. Belgara?
I could see that logic, yes. We're trying to make to the center.
It's a maze, there is no logic. Only confusion.
Yeah, but there's a little logic behind the path.
Can't wait for Halloween.
Born maze. Let's go right.
Go
Sorry,
ahead and
Cooper
go right.
Roberts.
So be careful when you go here. Just move your character up so you're not peeking on the other side. All right, Ergoth, you have come to the end and find it is a dead end.
Oh, guess we're going back.
All right, Belgara, give me another number. So choose between 1,
4.
4. Okay, actually, choose 1. Let's see. Let me see which numbers are.
It'd be 1, 2, 4. I chose 3 last time.
Okay, give me a 1 or a 5.
5.
Okay. Let me grab all of you, so don't move.
Take me! The claw.
Okay, so you exit out of the path and are now in the top left.
We're on the outside again?
Yes, you have exited. So when you turned right at the last one, if you had gone left, you would have exited. Okay, you've come to a crossroads. Down or right?
I am lost from everybody. I scroll down back to Reginald on accident.
So you'll be in the very top left.
I found it.
Perhaps down? Hmm. Let's go right. Everyone okay with that?
Right would mean down? Or do you mean right from like what you're looking at?
From where we're looking. So this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you've come to another crossroad. You can go up or you can go down.
Down?
Can I investigate this body here?
Sure. It is the corpse of a drow. Her flesh impaled by huge, hungry vines, and her face has been twisted in a expression of horror. She is wearing a peculiar hat on her head. It is a wide-brimmed purple hat, plumed with a white feather.
Now you are vampire.
Hey, thanks for the subscription.
What's
Thanks,
peculiar about it? Is
Ozzy.
it like... Is it just
Get you a
peculiar
shout-out.
looking?
It is very eccentric.
Aragorn looks at Nigel and he says,
I am,
hey,
thank
maybe
you.
Gonna do your little pat down thing. And then he gets up and continues to walk. Also, it looks like she got brambled to death, so keep an eye out.
Okay, so you got a right and a down.
I say we go right.
Aragorn is gonna do a little bit of like a casual dash down real quick, and then he's gonna double back. He's just gonna say, "Be right back."
Yeah.
Okay, here goes, stand right there. A vine whips out from the brambles, attempting to grab Ergoth.
Where was that? Like right here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. What's he gonna do? An attack?
Yes.
Any kind of save?
I am rolling for the. Okay. It lashes out at Ergos, but you're able to evade the strike.
Okay. Yep. There's the vines I was talking about. Also, it looks really complicated down here.
From the brambles, vaguely man-shaped mounds of rotting vegetation lash out towards the rest of you.
Yeah.
I would prefer if it didn't.
Oh, looks like we're going the right way.
I can't talk to plants, can I? Not yet. I don't think I can.
All right, could I have everyone roll your initiatives? Okay. Let's see. Looks like everyone made it onto the turn order. Belgar, you will attack first.
Can I see anything from where I'm at?
Yes. Can you see the?
That blue?
Yeah, that token on your southwest is one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cast Firebolt at it.
Okay, so it appears these mounds are extra flammable.
Nice.
All right, Takari, it is your turn.
For a bonus action, I'm going to use Spirit Totem, and I'm going to call forth the Spirit of the Bear. For you guys, let's see here. It grants us might and endurance, each creature of your choice in the aura, and I'm going to cast it. I'll tell you where I'm going to cast it, Arrow. I'm going to put it right there. So within a 30-foot radius, you guys gain temporary hit points of 5 plus my druid level, so you get 7 additional hit points. And you also gain advantage
right back,
on strength
guys.
checks and strength saving throws while you're in the aura.
That will come in handy.
I figured so.
Okay, was that an action or a bonus action to cast?
That counts as a bonus action. I'm also going to move. Actually, I'm not going to move, but I'm going to go ahead and hit blue with my longbow, and I'll be using Hunter's Mark on that as well. I'm assuming I don't have advantage.
No, these are plants.
This hurts Takari more than it hurts them. There's that damage. I'm assuming it's still alive.
Yes. So you wouldn't get Hunter's Mark on this turn because you used your bonus action already.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's all right.
And then I'll hit it again. Does that hit, Duro?
It does.
Nice. And then I'll move Reginald right here, and he's gonna get to doing Reginald things. I'm assuming that does not hit.
That is correct.
And that's my turn.
All right, Ruin, it is your turn.
All right,
Wondering
Ruin's gonna
you
move
knew
up
what
to
I
here.
was
And with his
doing.
action, he's gonna drink his potion of fire breath that he's had for fucking ever. And then with his bonus
Okay.
action, he's gonna breathe fire on this bitch. It's a DC 13 dex save.
Okay. Seeing if there's a better spot for you, but it doesn't look like it. All right. What kind of save was it?
Dex.
It will save on his dex save.
Okay, half damage.
All right.
That's my turn.
Still do quite a bit of damage to it. Okay, it is now that blue's turn. Who will strike at Ruin. Slime attack. Alright, my macro is not working correctly. So disregard that, what you saw. I tried to make it easier on me with these fights. I didn't have as many tabs open, but it didn't look like it worked.
That's annoying.
Okay. It will not hit you with its slam.
Cool.
It is Nigel's turn.
Now just gonna run behind these brambles for cover,
Okay.
and using his Rod of Delusions, attack the one on the bottom left.
And you will get sneak attack too, and you'll hit.
Okay, does 18 hit?
Yes.
So let's roll the psychic damage. And sneak attack is 46.
Oh, big damage. Okay. It is now Red's turn, who will strike at Ergoth.
That hits.
Okay.
So, is that the end of its turn? Because I do have a reaction.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to use my my skirmisher ability and move half my movement speed without taking opportunity attack.
Nice.
Just going to be right in front of Nigel.
Okay, it'll be your turn too.
So I'm going to I think I'm going to have to go to my longbow because I feel like the shield isn't going to do anything. Especially for like a grapply thing. So I'll do a longbow attack on blue. It's a regular one.
Okay, you'll hit.
Sweet. Swing for damage. Swing for sneak attack. I'll use my my one sneak attack is 1 per round or per turn.
Per turn.
Per turn. All right. I'll do my sneak attack damage on that because ruin is there. Second attack. Oh, that's a critical hit.
Nice.
I wish it was a melee because I had an ability for that. Okay. So I'll do longbow damage. I'm gonna go ahead and do my bonus action planar warrior. I do force damage here. A whole 1 extra damage. And then I believe I have
Nice.
one more thing I can use. Orcish Fury, I believe. So I'm going to do the damage dice again from the weapon. If it's critical, is that doubled or do I have to just roll 1?
I believe you just roll 1.
Okay.
Or what are you doing again?
My Orcish Fury lets me do another damage dice from the weapon that I used.
Oh, yes. Just 1.
Just 1? Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to do it from here so that it doesn't double, hopefully. Alright, it still doubled it, so I guess that's, Oh wait, that's +2, right?
Yes, but either way it wouldn't hit.
Well, hold on, that's just a damage dice. Alright, I gotta do the damage dice. Because when I do Orcish Fury for the extra damage, I just roll another dice for damage. That's what I was trying to do. It rolled the attack again, sorry. I'll do the longbow from the not critical hit.
Okay.
There we go. I should have just done that.
Yeah, 6.
I'm gonna hang tight right there. That's my turn.
Okay. For Takari, yes, he would gain advantage on strength saving throws.
It's just on saving throws if he's enlarged.
Strength checks.
Would that count for his bludgeoning attack? I'm just trying to figure out the most useful way of using them.
So, it would gain strength advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, which would consider grapples and that kind of stuff.
Okay. And is that a full turn action if I large him, or is that a bonus action? I can go back and look.
It is a bonus action.
Okay.
All right, so the shambling mound will travel through the brambles onto the other side.
It doesn't have to, though, Duro. It doesn't have to do that.
It does, and it will. And it will attack Takari. It will strike twice.
And I'm doing it.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Okay. Do both of those hit?
Yep, they sure do.
Yeah. I don't know why I clicked on my multi deck. All right. Well, you see there.
Yep. It's a lot of damage.
So 36.
Yeah, I'm just calculate.
And you are engulfed. It eats you.
What?
Uh-oh.
You are within the mound. On your turn, you can roll a Constitution saving throw to release yourself. But while you're in there, you are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
What? I don't love that.
All right, we're going to Belgara's turn.
Oh, well, the first thing I do is I move backwards a bit. About there.
That would provoke an attack of opportunity from the mound.
Really? Even though it wasn't engaged with me?
Yes, it is. If you move out of its 5-foot radius,
Alright, well, I guess I won't do that.
can attack you.
I would rather not get hit. So... Alright, give me just a moment.
Use that noodle.
Yeah, I really want to save Kari.
I really want you to save Takari as well. I'm not feeling confident in my saving throws tonight.
I panic instantly, and I turn my attention to Green, and I start whispering under my breath. And as I do so, I cast Light.
Nice.
Ugh, that was a really bad roll for that, though.
That makes me nervous.
Wow. Still takes half, I believe.
Okay, so it's rounded up for 13 damage.
Gross. What a waste of a fucking spell slot.
All right, Takari, I want you to roll me a... Well, first roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you are able to breathe in there. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. If I target a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage. Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. I just realized that there were two numbers on there.
There's my con save.
Oh, and the spell does maximum damage.
No, if it saves, though, right?
It literally says if you target a plant, creature, or a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals maximum damage to it. So even with the disadvantage, it would take half of maximum damage. So 8 times 8 divided by 2. I don't know math.
32.
That's better. That's better. All right,
Yeah.
I like
Serious.
this.
Okay. Now, Takari, you are being crushed by the vines.
Great.
I'm trying.
So you'll take another 15 points of damage. Now, I want you to roll either a strength or acrobatics saving throw to try to get out of it.
I'm just looking to see. You said a strength or acrobatics?
Yes, to release yourself from the grapple.
I'm more confident in. Wow. I'm gonna try it. Oh.
You're able to push past the vines and emerge from them.
Thank you. That was very stressful. Do I still get a turn action out of that?
No, but
Okay.
Reginald does. You can still use your bonus action as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Reginald fucking big. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so aggressive with that.
So he will enlarge in size. This will push other things out of the way to enlarge him.
Sorry, guys. So large. Big boy.
I love him.
There goes.
Thanks, Reginald.
You get pushed away.
Free movement, I'm not mad.
And he's gonna fucking whack this guy. Do I roll with advantage? Well, it doesn't matter. Rolled as it rolled.
No, he doesn't roll with advantage. You just get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You could also cast it on yourself if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know. But I'd rather Reginald have it.
Okay. It is now Ruin's turn.
Okay, bonus action first. I'm going to breathe the fire on the blue guy.
Okay. Looks like it saves.
Okay. Half damage or whatever. Okay, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Life Transference on Takari.
Takari's quite happy with that.
So that'll be 19 damage to myself and 38 healing to her.
Oh my god, thanks, Ruin.
So that negates 2 of the attacks. So nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Blue, now seeing a more formidable foe in Reginald, will strike at him instead. Its vines are unable to grapple onto Reginald. It is... Why did... Yeah. Okay, it is Nigel's turn. I was just thinking I said Nigel instead of Reginald again, but I didn't.
You didn't know. I like how OP Reginald is.
Okay, so Nigel's going to try to cast Crown of Madness on the blue swamp thing.
Okay. Now it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. I will point out that it has taken most of the hits so far, so I don't know if you want to target something else or not.
Or the green one, I guess. The green one seems to be the only other one I can see.
Yes, there is one other one out there.
Which one between blue and green seems to have taken the less amount of damage?
Green has only been hit once.
Then Nigel will target the green one with this.
Okay. You see a ring of thorny things grow on the thorny thing.
All right.
He's so thorny.
Wow, me
Okay.
so thorny.
Okay. Well, Nigel's going to use a bonus action to hide behind these thorns.
Okay.
And he's going to send the green one to attack the nearest. Looks like he can't get past Takari and Belgara, so he'll go the opposite way.
The spell says it'll attack things that are near it already on its turn. You're not able to move it yourself.
Okay, cool.
But
Yeah.
it will attack if there's something else near him.
So Nigel, again, all right, so he's using a bonus action to hide, so I'll roll for stealth. And he yells at everyone, don't attack the one next to Belgara and Takari. He's under my control.
Fair enough.
All right. Red comes into view. It also seeing Reginald as a formidable foe will strike at Reginald. It slams
Ouch.
against Reginald's carapace. All right, Ergoth, it is your turn.
Really worried about Takari and Belgara there. Random question. So if I were to use Zephyr Strike to double my movement speed and then pick somebody up and carry them, this is just a hypothetical situation. Would I still not take I won't be susceptible to opportunity attack, but what do you do with movement when you pick somebody up? Is that like half movement? It's kind of a complicated question, but I think I did it before with Rhea.
So you would just roll a let's see. I don't even think you need to roll anything. It would take an action for you to pick someone up, but you could move them.
Okay. And with Zephyr Strike, I would not take opportunity attack.
Seems logical to me.
All right. I'm gonna shoot blue.
Okay. That will not hit, unfortunately.
Second attack. Jeez.
Neither will that one.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. It is now Green's turn, who will absent-mindedly attack Red.
Yes, fight my kaiju.
Love that.
It strikes at Red. It is too dumb to know what else to do, so just stands there.
I like the mental image of that one too.
If I use Misty Step, do they get a attack of opportunity on me?
No, it does not.
Wonderful. I Misty Step and back the fuck up. Like here. Right here. And then... Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna use this spell. And it means still another week goes by and I can't use a spell I'm like absolutely dying to use. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm going to cast Blight one more time, but this time I'm gonna twin it. Then I'm gonna cast it on blue and on red at the same time.
Nice. Okay, so they get disadvantage on their checks.
Yes. I don't even know why I'm rolling.
Are you casting it at the base level, or are you bumping it up, or?
I can't bump it up. I don't have any
okay.
level 5 spell slots yet. And it's a level 4 spell.
So this is red, and this is blue.
Ayo, so they both take max damage on that.
And it was...
Which is 64. Oh.
Nice.
Blue is withered into a mound of decayed vines, and red is not so, but it has taken you have inflicted a huge hit to it.
Yeah, I'd imagine like you would see like parts of it are starting to like blacken and necrose as Belgara is like whispering and staring very intently into these creatures.
You can tell it absorbed too much road salt.
All right, Takari, it is your turn.
Pew pewing with my bow. Fuck! That one does not hit. Second attack. Hits.
Yes, it does.
Here's my damage.
Which one are you hitting?
Oh, red, sorry.
Okay.
Is it still standing after that?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Hunter's Mark on it this time. Nice. And Nigel's gonna try and grapple it.
Yeah, I will.
Reginald. See, now I'm doing a Duro.
Oh man. Okay, you grapple him. You need to do an extra 1d6 damage from him being so big.
Large Reginald. Big boy.
All right, Ruin, you're up.
All right, bonus action. I'll breathe fire on red.
Okay. Half damage. It's still pretty good.
Still up, I assume.
Yes, it is, though, very near withered into a pile like the other one.
All right, I'll stab it. Ever hopeful. Oh, shit.
Nice.
You strike it, though it seems as though the electricity is causing nearby vines to reattach onto this mound.
Perfect.
Great.
Oops.
I giveth and I taketh away.
Jeez.
Really do.
That's my turn.
Ah, jeez.
Okay, it is Nigel's turn. Nigel, it is your turn.
Thank you. Sorry, I was holding the wrong button. Okay, so yeah, he's going to shoot not green but red with his Rod of Delusions.
Okay. Roll for your damage. Okay, you strike at the heart of this beast, and you bring it down.
And now just going to retreat and hide again.
Okay. It is Ergo's turn.
Okie dokie. I really want to make sure I hit this guy, but I also don't want to overextend my spells. I'm gonna pray and shoot my longbow at the last guy.
Nice.
Woo! So longbow damage.
Yep.
Sneak attack damage. I keep forgetting that it's in a weird spot. There we go. Bonus action planar warrior. So all damage is force damage. And then second attack. Is he still up?
Yes.
There's that.
All right, 27.
Some nice damage.
It is the mound's turn. There is no nearby enemy or allies for him to strike at, so it will strike at Takari.
Yeah, I had a feeling should have moved, but c'est la vie.
Oh, buddy.
It's fine.
He will just slam you with one attack.
Oh, okay. I'll take the 11 points.
And it is Belgara's turn.
All right, I'm just gonna hit him with my trusty firebolt.
Nice.
Hey!
Beautiful.
Hey!
Look at her
wow! This is a big boy.
All right, so let's see.
Big
30
Reginald
damage,
is so
Double
happy.
fucking tens on that roll.
30, and then it's also taking extra damage from the fire.
Yeah.
For some reason, this creature is supposed to have resistance against fire, but that doesn't make any sense. I give him what is the opposite of resistance?
Vulnerability.
Weakness.
Vulnerability.
Normally,
Yeah.
plants have vulnerability to fire.
Yeah, so I was like, no, I'm changing that. All right, so has vulnerability to it. All right.
But apparently lightning heals them.
Yes.
About that.
The story about that is in the normal non-shambling mound or non-bramble version of it is these creatures are created by lightning striking a mound of vines or whatever.
Ah, that's cool.
All right, Takari, it is your turn.
Takari's very upset with this thing for obvious reasons, and she's gonna try and kill it dead. And if she can't, Big Reginald hopefully can.
He's so big, but his eyes are still so little.
He's a little guy. I'm assuming he's still up.
Yes.
Alright, Hunter's Mark. Second attack. Yeah. And another Hunter's Mark. And if he's still alive, Big Reginald's coming into town, baby!
Nice. Add another d6.
Kerchow. Kerchow.
All right, Ruin.
Can Ruin
Sorry.
move through the space where the big crab is?
No.
Sorry, Big Reginald kind of blocked you off there.
Well,
what
under his
what
legs.
you can do is you can move through your allies, and then when you're trying to move through the mound, you do it as if you are moving through difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Oh, I was going to heal Takari. No, I'm not. So,
It's fine.
So you
Ruin,
could come over here if you wanted to.
I could come over there?
Yes.
Could he move over here?
That's where I wanted to go, is there.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, you probably don't want to melee this guy anyways.
I'd do it because that's my job, but I really wanted to get here so I could cast a heal on Takari. So that's what I'm going to
Appreciate
do.
that.
Yeah, that guy looks way too huggy to be meleeing.
Yeah.
9 heals. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Nigel. It is your turn.
Oh, my map went away. There it is. I found it. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. Pop out and fire a bow. Fire an
Okay.
arrow, rather.
Just throw the whole bow.
Eh.
Yeah.
I do not believe you have advantage at the moment.
I do
Or
not.
you? Well, you were hiding, right?
I was hiding, yeah.
You were?
Yes, I was.
Okay, you would have advantage from attacking.
Oh, okay.
From hiding.
Good.
Is Pass Without a Trace still active, by the way, Duro?
Technically, yes. I don't think you dropped the spell.
Nope.
All right,
And then I'm going to...
you
Oh, he's
stricken
dead?
that one as well in its heart-ish area where that is, and you fell it.
Shot at his artichoke heart.
Nigel blows against his bow as if it were a smoking gun.
Why would you do that?
Dramatic effect.
Reginald's little again.
Yep. All right. You've defeated the 3 shambling mounds. You can continue onward.
Well, it seemed like we were going the right way because something didn't want us to go that way.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
Not
I would
necessarily.
think so.
Or did I plant them in the places that weren't the right way?
Oh, or I think he was punishing me for breaking away from the group.
As they're walking, Nigel's going to ask Takari if she's okay.
Takari's gonna. She looks a little worse for wear. She's not doing so hot, but she'll tell Nigel, if it's a healing spell you're looking to use, let's wait.
Oh, well, I have some healing potions, of course, but I was more concerned about the psychological effect being in the stomach of one of those things.
I don't want to talk about it.
Noted.
It appears Ergoth has arrived at a dead end.
Damn it.
I'm gonna investigate this body though.
You find 8 gold on him.
Oh,
No going beyond the walls.
I don't pick it
Let's
up.
see.
I don't pick it up, but I tell Nigel as I walk away, "Hey, there's some gold in that guy."
Oh, Nigel's too preoccupied with that hat that he picked up earlier. He's fumbling around with it in his hands, turning it over.
It's valid.
All right. Looks like this is a dead end. You could go down that southern path. The way before this way. if you wish. All right, stop moving. I'll move you over. Everyone's just moving all over.
We looked all kinds of special right there. Exactly.
Right?
Yep. We're
Okay,
doing our best.
you can go down this way.
Oh, nice, Groovy.
Should we roll stealth again?
It feels like it doesn't matter.
Probably not.
Since you are getting so close to whatever is lurking about, it's hard to hide from things.
Yes, please do, Groovy.
As they're walking, Takari will give Ruin 2 flowers for the heals.
Puts him in pocket.
I snapped over there.
All right, wait right there, Ghost. 3 white spirits emerge from the brambles. They have taken on misty forms with vague and flowing features that resemble their mirrored their former form in life. The living walk our forest. What shall we do with them, sisters? A test? The other 2 spirits reply in unison. Yes, a test.
Nigel tries to imitate their voice and says, "We should let them go."
My sisters and I have forgotten what it was like to be alive. Remind us of the wonders of life.
Do you want to, like, possess me or something, or...?
Here, let me reveal them real quick.
Hello, lady spirits. Aragoth has like almost like a reverent demeanor to them.
So, just, how does your characters, I don't know, what reminds them of being alive?
Nigel chimes and says, "Well, one of the best spices of life is," and Nigel pulls out a fancy hat, and he like waves it in the air. Ooh! Would you like this fancy hat?
We have forgotten what it is like to wear hats.
Aragoth, he just looks at them and says, "If I were dead, I'd miss the flavor of things that I like. But are you able to taste as a ghost? Is there a way we can give you a bit of like an experience with that?"
We have forgotten what taste is. We have forgotten what a sweet is.
Darn, I wish I still had a good berry.
I don't have anything sweet, but I do have some venison.
How about this? I think I still have some wine left. Could I hand them the wine? Would they be able to, like, actually experience the flavor of it? Or are they just too ghosty?
You can hand it to him.
I hold it out.
What wine is it?
It's the wine that we found in the cellar way back.
Oh, the Vandenberg wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good stuff.
One for my homies.
Oops, didn't mean to be muted,
Pour some out
guys.
for
Sorry.
Long.
Angel share?
The spirit takes the wineskin and drinks it. This wine. You've never tasted anything so sweet.
Good night, Sithy.
Taste.
Thanks for hanging out.
As they're drinking the wine, Nigel puts the hat on the ghost as well. It says, and some food, gives him the venison, and says, how about dinner and a show? And he starts doing a magic tricks with his cards for like a sleight of hand or maybe a performance check.
You do a performance check.
I'm going to roll a luck point.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
You see the spirits. They have a smile on their face. Thank you. It has been so long since we remembered anything of our former lives. And the spirits, they slowly enter the brambles once again, leaving your sight.
Bye, ghost ladies. I'll miss you.
Nigel turns back to the party and says, I think we dodged a bullet there.
Well done, gentlemen.
I love ghosts.
You just
Nigel-
lies.
Nigel stares wistfully in the air, thinking about his lost hat.
Amazing.
Ralph realizes I think his wineskin is empty now.
Yeah, the wineskin's empty and your hat's gone. All right, we'll continue onwards. We have it's almost end time, but we're just about to wrap up.
I got nowhere to be tomorrow.
Bulgara's cheating, looking on the other side.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ah!
Sometimes
Very
the
unintentional.
snap kind of gets you into the wall.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, you continue onwards through this maze. Nigel's cheating too.
Ooh, Nigel.
Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
I'm looking for everybody. I don't know where they went.
Away.
I'll drag you over.
Thank you.
Looks like we got an up and a down. Oh, alright, we're going up.
Yep, you got an up or down, so you can go up.
Free shield.
It is too rotten and decayed for you to be in use. Oh, that's a dead end. That's a dead end.
Now you're all dead.
All right, you can go up. All right, so you got a left or an up. Keep going this way, right there. Left or up? All right, we're going up.
Don't mind what Takari's doing. She's crazy.
Oh. Oh.
You finally arrive in the center of the bramble. In this small cove is a hut made of red leather, a small mushroom patch, and a cauldron with a mysterious bubbling liquid.
Aha!
We made it? Airwolf just kind of whistles.
There's this, oh man, yeah, I've been starving. And he goes for the cauldron of bubbling liquid.
I don't know about that.
You want to drink from the cauldron?
He's gonna go and smell it. See if it smells good. Like food.
It does not smell like food. It has a smell you've actually never smelled before. It's quite peculiar.
It's good soup.
Okay, are you going to announce yourselves?
Yeah, Belgara steps forward and says, Red Ruth, are you here? We have made it to the center of your maze.
The leather partition holding the door draws back, and you see Red Ruth in all her glory step forth. Red Ruth has waited here as Red Ruth said she would. Red
Oh,
Ruth
hi,
has a
everybody.
heartstone as promised.
Welcome, readers.
She pulls a small red stone from
Oh, there you
her
are.
pocket and hands it to you.
Belgara takes the heartstone and she very graciously
everybody.
bows her head and says, thank you for holding up your end of the bargain.
While you stay here with Red Ruth,
Oh, there
she
you
would
are.
like to ask if you would pay for potion or divination.
For a potion or a divination?
Yes, a potion
there
or
you
a
are.
divination spell cast.
And what would be the cost?
A simple potion is 1 soul coin. An advanced potion is 2
Oh,
soul
there you are.
coins. And a divination reading is 3 soul coins.
Kari asks Red Ruth, would you trade a divination for teeth?
Red Ruth cannot be obliged to this offer.
Damn.
Thank you, everybody, for the follows. -2 charisma, Horror Queen. That is a great name.
How many
Mark,
soul coins do we have left?
Sierra Echo. Thank you so much, guys. I'm afraid that we are quite low on soul coin. Is there any other form of payment that you take, Ruth? We haven't been in Avernus long enough to really acquire too much wealth here. Thanks, Vault.
Is there anything that we truly need from her? Or with these potions or spells? Turns to Belgar asking that question.
I mean,
I've-
perhaps a divination wouldn't hurt us.
So, with the divination, you are able to ask 3 questions, and she will ask the forces that be what their answer is.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And there's no chance that you could also cast a spell of greater restoration?
Red Ruth is not capable of casting such a spell.
Nigel looks disappointed, and he whispers to Belgara, says, I can put up some of the cost if we want a divination, if you think it's worth their while.
I think it would be a good idea. We have so much we need to find and know.
Okay. So we could use the spell of divination, but could you do it for 2 soul coins instead of 3?
Roll a persuasion check.
He's gonna get this. He's got like the silver.
I am
Oh,
going
spoke
to
too
do
soon.
a luck.
Okay.
I'm going to do another luck. My last point.
Oh God.
Double one.
Oh my god.
You have inspiration too?
I used it earlier.
Oh, wait. Okay, right.
Belgara's gonna very quickly chime in and say, "Oh, Ruth, will you please consider it? Like I said, we haven't been here in Avernus very long, and we so desperately need your skill in divination. We have so many things to accomplish."
All right, Belgara, I want you to roll persuasion as well, but with disadvantage. Red Ruth does not get too many visitors in her brambles. And your company has been so nice to Red Ruth. I could, for this once, offer a divination for 2 soul coins.
Nigel kind of and pulls out 1 soul coin from his pocket and gives it to Belgara.
Only one?
Yes, you have the other one, do you not?
Belgara smiles and takes his coin and pulls one from her pocket and offers them over to Red Ruth.
Okay, so we will end it there for tonight. I will have you think over this next week of 3 questions you wish to ask Red Ruth. The questions are limited, so the answers will be limited to 1 sentence. So pick your questions wisely.
Ah!
Damn good.
It's a low stress week. Don't worry about it.
So they will be not necessarily always the correct answer, but you might get some good leads to whatever you're looking for.
Maybe we should discuss it a little bit on Discord throughout the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
I already have a few ideas that I'll throw in there.
I have 1 question and 1 question only for Takari.
Sorry, I misread the spell. So you can ask a question, but the answer will be yes or no.
Ooh.
Oh.
So really you have to pick your words wisely.
This feels like the whole genie wish trick.
Yeah.
Well, you get to ask me anything you want, so it has to be limited.
It's fair and valid.
Do you still love us, Duro?
Depends on how long I want this campaign going.
Oh!
Wow!
That is yet to
Whoa.
be determined.
Ooh, stark honesty.
Do I want to tell you exactly what you need to finish this? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
Stressful.
So that's on a wild goose chase.
That must mean he loves us a lot.
Remember that time there was a pimple?
Yeah.
That was
That's
fun.
all Takari wants to know about.
How did you know?
I just had this sneaking suspicion.
A little sneaking suspicion there, buddy?
Yeah, that you're just looking for ways to pop a zit like any lady.
Listen, I know that under that cyst is the fucking spring, okay?
It's probably just an ingrown hair.
Takari's going through it right now. She has a lot of heavy thoughts on her little head.
Oh, man. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Yep,
everybody.
thanks,
I look
everybody.
forward
Duro.
to figuring these fucking questions out this week.
Okay, see everyone
No problem.
Later.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.